We're back. Like we never left.
Woo, we back. We back.
Like we never left. Right back.
Ooh,
Welcome to Beauty Beats and Balance.
Welcome. Hello, y'all.
Hello, y'all.
We are here.
We are. Where we been?
Oh, I can't even look.
Well,
I can't even remember.
Let's just
When was the
start
last
and
episode?
tell them. And, I don't know. We should have looked at when the last episode was. I think it's been.
Yeah, we know it's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
But we are, as you can see, in a different space.
We are. Where are we? Where are we?
We are at Sunstorm Studio.
Yes, we are at Sunstorm Studio. Absolutely.
This is our new studio.
Yes. Formerly Cotton Row Recording.
But now.
Right. Shout out to my guy Nico, man.
Shout out to Nico.
Most definitely. Yeah, so we're at Sunstorm Studio. It's our new place. This is my new home.
Yes.
Well,
yes, ownership.
That's right. That's where we're doing all of the studio now, all of the recording, all of the mixing, all of the podcasts, all of the...
So maybe we'll be consistent now.
Maybe.
Look, I ain't even gonna lie and tell y'all we gonna be consistent.
Right.
Because the way this person...
Well, I'll be the first one to say, and I'll say in front of everybody, it's my fault. That what you want me to say?
Yep.
It's my fault.
I'll be ready.
Right. You've been ready. And you've been like, come on, let's do it. We need to do it. We've been missing.
So created a space, one of the rooms in the studio. I said we have no excuse. We have the studio.
Mm-hmm.
So we have no excuse not to record the podcast.
Absolutely. And
we
that's
don't have to do it in the salon anymore.
Right. Which wasn't a bad. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad setting.
But what better place to record a podcast other than in a studio?
In a studio. So anybody that's needing to record a podcast,
we have a room for you.
Got a room for you. Absolutely. Okay.
So y'all, today is Valentine's Day. You probably won't see this recording on Valentine's Day. Okay. Yes, this is Valentine's Day, so this is one of the things we said we'll do for Valentine's Day. We're gonna start our podcast.
Yeah. Restart
the podcast
because we started when in 2018. Correct.
Yeah, so 2018.
Yeah, that's when we did the first one.
Yeah, man, that seems like a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. Time is rolling.
So what we're trying to do, though, is release this podcast on our anniversary.
When is it?
Really? February 17th.
February 17th.
That's going to be the drop date.
The drop date.
Boom. We back. We back, bitches. So, so that's what we're going to do. So we'll probably title it Happy Anniversary or whatever, and we back. Yeah,
sounds good.
That's what we're going to do. That's going to be the
title. Sounds good to me. Sounds good.
So, a lot of things happened between the last podcast and now, which caused us to be on a hiatus. Mm-hmm. And that's Walter got a studio.
Yep. And
boy, has he been working.
Yes. Working.
So, it is what it is, y'all.
It is what it is, But like I think, like I said in that post the other day, you've always held it down and allowed me to, pursue what I'm doing, and all of that. And so I can appreciate you for that. And I want to say in front of the people, I appreciate my wife for that. So that makes it different because it's hard enough, doing what I'm doing, trying to manage this, trying to manage that. And then if there was no support or peace at home, then that just makes it all the more difficult. And so,
and one thing I am trying to do is be more peaceful. Am I not?
Yeah, you've been doing great.
I've been doing good. We'll talk about that too, y'all. We're gonna talk about that growth, honey. We're gonna talk about it. But since we're talking about small businesses,
because you have a small business as well.
I do. Yeah. And I'm trying to do different things with the business. Okay. I'm trying to change it up. Mm-hmm. I am still trying to hire in the salon, but
it's hard to find good people.
Ooh, everywhere, y'all. Everywhere you go, they're trying to find good
Right,
people.
I was talking to somebody about.
Yeah, so I'm not discouraged. I'm not thinking like it's just my business. I know it's everybody's business.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to find good help, and
Be ye not discouraged. That sounds like a scripture or something. Is that a scripture?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But but yeah, I'm still trying to hire, but I don't know. I'm trying to just I don't know. I don't gonna say redo the song, but just I'm trying to give it a new life in a way. Like I'm trying to see how I can reinvent the space.
That sounds like some moving and some shit that I've.
It is. Okay. It may require some movement. I don't know. I'm recruiting some people. I'm reaching out to some people. I've already reached out to some people to see if we can talk about how we can reinvent the space. So hopefully I'll be able to work with more artists out in the city, jewelry makers, things like that. So yeah, I'm trying to reinvent the space. This is just me in there right now. Might as well. But yeah.
Okay.
And what you doing with your space, sir?
Well, what I'm doing, I'm really trying to get everything situated, get everything in order. So when the influx of more and more clients starts to happen once I make the website public and all of that, where people can book online and all those type of things. Yeah, so I'm expecting it to kind of be almost on autopilot, to where
yes, Lord,
I'm not doing all of the sessions, and
yes,
I don't.
Lord.
I love music. I love recording, but I've been doing it forever, and so I do get to a point to where I kind of want to step from behind the board or the engineer chair a little bit.
Because when he's not behind the engineer chair, he's with me.
Okay.
And the girls.
That's a good way to look at it. Yeah.
So yeah, we're all about automation.
Yeah, but just definitely again, just getting acclimated to the space, here in Midtown, and it's really been a blessing to be in the space. Of course, I'll tell the story 1,000 times from here on out, but just how I was, interning here, taking out trash, cleaning up.
Working late hours.
Working late hours, going around in here, just, going behind sessions. And Nico really, showed me some love, gave me the key. And, I would come in after hours, do sessions and stuff like that. So just really kind of building my name up, building my chops up in music and in the industry here in the city, and working with, all types of artists, from, big name gospel artists, rap artists, R&B, country, rock and roll. It's just a long list of artists I work with. So just to be in this same building where I started and being the owner now.
Yeah, own it.
And we got some big things on the horizon.
And when we say own it, babe, we mean own it. Meaning it's ours.
You know what? I'm glad you said that, because one thing Negroes will do, they'll ask you all type of questions, just to really find out, do you really own it, or you just rent it, or
no, you own it.
How much you paying? Dude just letting you.
No.
Like it's a blessing. I ain't trying to brag about it, but it's a blessing. It's mine. It's ours.
Ownership is real.
Ownership, yeah. Shout out to my brother as well. He's been instrumental in this process as well. So, just this whole thing has been a blessing. So, we just gonna make it do what it do.
Yeah, it's funny how people question that. I got questioned like that from MGNW. I'm like, I wouldn't be raising all this hell if it wasn't mine.
Right, and I think it's just we're young black business owners, and to some people they're not used to seeing that, or they just don't maybe not expect it to be exactly that, But
one thing that I know for sure that I'm proud of, and that, I'm proud of us, is that, just listening in on these, when you're on these calls and talking about small business stuff, the one thing they do tell you to do is it will be the most ideal situation is that you own your property, where your small business is in. Yeah. So it's a blessing, Fave ain't fair. But talking about small business, though, I was reading a book, or I forgot if it was a book or a podcast.
Podcast or something, because you listen to one. We both listen to a lot of podcasts, but you're the podcast queen.
It was just talking about, toxic small business beliefs. And
that's good.
one of the things that it talked about was, well, I can't charge that in my community.
Man.
And we just have to, I feel like just being small business owners, now that we're both entrepreneurs, we really have to think about our goals, our future with our businesses,
Mm-hmm.
I know we talk a lot about business on our podcast, but we are a Black couple that are both now entrepreneurs. We both have our own business, and we're raising 2 small kids. So we got to think about the future.
Right.
We got to think about our kids and what we're leaving to them.
Absolutely.
And so, it really caught my attention when I read this book, or I don't know if it's a book or podcast, but it was just talking about, toxic beliefs. And one thing was, I can't charge that in my community. And the truth is you can, and I feel like I know I speak for me and you. It's like if you're giving quality service,
right.
People will pay.
Yeah.
And then, we always say, well, money is not the goal. We, too, are in business that we love. I love doing hair.
Right.
And you love music.
Right.
And it's like, we have to tell ourselves, though, is money is the goal.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you don't go to work every day and say money ain't the goal.
Mm-mm.
So we have to, even though we're living our dream, which I am so... Yeah, I just said it out loud.
Yeah.
Because, Walt has been... I kind of fell into my dream and just been going ever since, right? But to say it about Walter, that he's living his dream, like, that's y'all, that's something y'all can don't even understand, to say that out loud.
Right.
Because Walter has done so many different odd jobs, and he's worked for so many bosses and studios and just grind his way to this point. Yeah. But to be living your dream, it's hard to say. If somebody come in and say, oh, I want this done, and you like, oh, I really want to do that too. It's hard to say, but I got to charge you.
Mm-hmm.
I got to think about my time.
Right.
Because we got to think about that.
Yeah, you have to.
Because like if somebody come in, like an artist come in, you like, man, I really want to work with that artist. But then you got to think about like, man, but that's going to be a lot of time. And sometimes we're like, we'll do it for free. Yeah, we would love to do it for free, but it just don't make sense right now to do it for free.
Can't do it, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I mean, and even in the music world, there's so many artists and producers and just writers and people that I really genuinely like. I got a list of people that I really want to work with, but it doesn't make sense. It's not feasible at this point. Now, at some point, it might be, we can say just, we got time, pull up and do this. But right now, we're running a business, we're running a studio, juggling other clients, juggling 2 studios, like all of this stuff. Like, I don't have time to just spend in the studio like I used to creating the music per se. So when I'm talking to artists about doing other things, it has to be some type of, monetary exchange or something, because I got to keep the lights on. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta do. And if I'm spending time,
don't care about our passion,
right? And if I'm spending time, in one session, and then that of course that's taken away from another session that could be happening. So all of those things is important, but it is a thin line. I won't say it's a thin line, but it's tricky trying to juggle it. But I'm glad you made that point, because that's something I won't say struggling with, but really kind of trying to be more firm about it. It's like, this is what it is. This is what we got to do, and not being, because I mean, I'll be honest, it's sometimes, somebody say they want to do this and we're gonna do this session, and I'm by the time I add it up, I'm like, man, that's a lot of, I'm thinking to myself, that's a lot of money, and so to even,
it's a lot of work,
right? So even verbalize that number, that figure, it's like, dang, I don't really, you kind of feel a certain way about charging that much, but then it's like immediately I'm like.
But then that goes back to another toxic belief about small business owners. Who am I to charge that?
Right.
Who am I to charge that? But it's like, I can speak for myself and say, I have put in work for my craft.
Right.
You have put in work for your craft. You've been doing this for years. You got a degree in this in this stuff. Right. It ain't like you just like, oh, I want to do music today.
Right.
I'm going to go make a beat on my computer. No, you have put in the hours and manpower and work and blood, sweat, and tears. And it's like,
absolutely.
We have to say to ourselves, yeah.
Right.
I am that person. Now I remember where I got this from. It was a podcast. But yeah, it's like, yes, I am worthy of you paying me, because and I can only speak for myself. I mean, but you can speak for it too. But it's like you can say, yeah, well, you gonna get it cheaper somewhere else, but it's not gonna be quality.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna be what you
Oh,
want.
absolutely.
I've had girls that'll turn, well, not a lot, but I've had a couple people like, oh, that's a lot for color, but you're not gonna get. I mean, I just haven't had the color on. You ain't gonna get this color. You know what I'm saying? You can go somewhere else and get it, but you won't get my expertise. So it's like, who am I to charge? I am worthy of that price because I have put in the work. I have paid for the classes. I have traveled for my craft. I have traveled for my education, not just in the city of Memphis. I have put in my work. So it's like, I'm going to charge that.
Yeah.
And I feel the same about Wells. He know, honey. I'm like, okay, so he get all excited. I'm doing this. I'm like, okay, so how much you charging?
Stay trying to run my bed.
That's the first thing I say.
Let me run my bed. But anyway, again, to that point, and we'll move on. But I've had to just recently tell some artists and some guys that I've worked with for years and years, like, this is what I'm charging now for all the stuff that we used to do.
And you deserve
like you say, yesterday's price is not today's price. You know what I'm saying? With the stuff that we used to do,
man,
if we can still do that, I would love to do that, but that I can't do that right now. And so for me to be dedicated and involved in the project, in the music, this is what it's going to take to get it done at this point. And some people say, cool, they can't do that, and it ain't no hard feelings. If I see you, we still cool, we dabbed up, whatever. But it's like, I can't do certain things like that I used to do. So that's all. Yeah.
Well, we just want y'all to know where we at as far as where our head is as far as our business now. Yep. But yeah, so talking about that, talking about Walter's thing and him being in the studio long hours.
I'm not in here as much though.
He's doing better
because I finally have the flexibility, or I guess I can do a lot of stuff in the daytime.
He does help me a lot with the kids.
Right. Where I used to be tied down, to having to be somewhere from 9 to 5. Right.
Then you get your own studio.
Right. So I'm somewhere else working. Then I go to my own studio. Then I still got family and kids, and so.
So it is a blessing now that he does have his own studio. So I can say, you the boss. So that means you working late because you want to work late.
That's exactly how she do it.
Mm-hmm. That's how I do it. Damn. You can't blame it on nobody else now.
But you and I say this because you hit a little button right there. You don't, just like your business,
and I work my business around them,
and I know my business, and so again to that point, and I'm sure those who are watching will agree with me that our businesses are two different things. Mm-hmm. So
my clients be mad that I can't work in the evenings.
So people most of the time go get their hair done in the daytime.
No, most women get their hair done on Saturdays and in the evening after work.
Okay, so
my ladies take off work for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
and I love them.
Okay, but the thing is, women know they're gonna get their hair done regardless.
True.
Music artists or people that do music
want to do it at 3 a.m.
No, they wait.
They want to do it late.
No, they just they get the notion that they want to get in, and then they call and say, "Let's do this. Can I get in this and this?" And so I try not to take same day bookings because it's just so hard. But
I appreciate that.
But there are times when things had to be done, and when artists need things, or I have to go do a mix or something like that. So our clients and the way they think and operate is different, and so
I still feel like you can change that. Your clients will learn how you operate and will conform.
I agree, and I think a lot of them,
he ain't learned that yet, y'all. He say he is, but he ain't learned that yet.
Yeah, but it's just you haven't learned is certain things. Because it's certain things. Again, our businesses and our clientele base and the way they operate is different, and so there's different things that come along with that. So.
All right.
Yeah.
So I did want to bring up, and y'all, Walt did not read this book, but I want him to. But I'll listen to Will Smith's book.
Yeah, Todd asked me about it yesterday. He said it was good.
It's a great book, y'all. And he even got a nice little bop at the end, a little rap, a little song. It's okay, Will. He got the. So anyway, it was really good. But it was something that stood out, that really stood out for me. And I feel like Will is one of those people that are like, He's up there. He's up there like Oprah.
Yeah,
he's up there.
He's up there. Yeah.
And he's so mentally strong. So when he said this, I was like, wow. I'm living with a version of Will. Because he said he asked these people, I forgot who he asked, but he was like, how do you make it work? It was like you got your dream, and then you got your family and the things you love.
Yeah.
He was like, how do you, because he sees people like Quincy Jones, he got like 5 wives. Married, divorce.
Okay.
It never worked. And other people, big names that basically couldn't have a healthy marriage, but they have a healthy career. So it's like, how do you balance it? I think he was asking these people, how do you balance it? And he was like, and maybe I need to re-listen to this book, but to me, I kind of heard him say that the family, like Jada, has to understand that you come second to the dream. I said, oh,
I'm finna listen to that shit today.
My life.
I ain't listen to that today.
You need to listen to a friend.
We're preaching.
But that's when, but then of course he evolves and he finds out what's more important, and that's family.
Oh, okay.
Right. But just going through his journey when he was like at the top of his game, it was all about, my dream is what's going to make everybody happy. But he found that the dream did not make his family happy. It was just his drive to just be the best. And when you're thinking back, and if you listen to this book, he was the best. So like at one point, I was like, man, I didn't realize Will was that hot. Yeah. But either way, when he said come second to the dream, I was like, man, I've been coming second to the dream for a minute. Do you agree?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's coming from a married, his wife saying that, one thing I can say about Walter is, he's always let me follow my dream too. So it ain't like I'm just sitting at home, waiting on him to come home.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying?
That is true.
So it's like sometimes he's come second to my dream. But I feel like we have to still make it work though. Like, how can we make it work where we still have our dreams, and our dreams have brought us a lot. We have thrived with our dreams.
I think, not to cut you off, but I think it's just it's balance. It's like we talk about all the time. It's
beauty beats and balance, honey.
It's the balance in
beauty
it.
Beats and balance. How we gonna balance it out? And when I tell you that's an everyday struggle for us, is how we balance it all out, because I still have my moments where I click, because I get into this, we always going, and then I get into this space where I'm like, where you at? And I want you here. Right. I want, and it's, and so, yeah.
And I understand that. And so I think the part of it is like, I know how much time I can kind of be away to where she's going to get to the point to where, like, where you at. Or the kids, this is what she does. She puts the girls on me.
No,
hold on now. Because see, it's time. It's like I might be leaving to go back down for something later or something. And she, I tell them all bye. I'm hugging and kissing. And then, Anna might say, Daddy, you got to leave again, right? And then, look at her. What your kid saying? She be over there, making little faces like, look at your daughter.
Because
and then Anna being who she is,
Anna, she wants her dad.
She just eggs it on now, and you just egging on, and now it's a whole,
your baby wants you.
It's a whole special.
Your baby wants you home.
It's a whole.
But I that's one of the things we have to deal with, is the fact that our daughters, I can't help it. Anna's a daddy's girl.
Right.
I can't help that, and it's like they do ask, "Where is Daddy? Is Daddy still at work?" And that does get to me sometimes.
Right.
Because it's like, he at work. And it's like, is it worth it sometimes?
But the thing is, what I told you this, sometimes you could just be like, Daddy got to work, he's doing this, he did, but you don't. I
do that.
No.
I do.
No.
Yeah, I do that.
No.
I do that. I say, Daddy working.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you say it sarcastically.
No.
And you make faces. So, because they're smart. So they know when they see you doing that, then they know that you're trying to do it for a reason. And so they go even further into they little sobbing and sad face or whatever. But anyway, and you know what I do? This is what I do. Because I know what I'm doing it for and what I'm trying to get accomplished and what I'm trying to do for them. Mm-hmm. So it's hard. It's hard for me to leave.
Is it hard?
It is. Mm. But what I do is I say, if I don't go do this, then I won't be able to do this for them. Or this
I say that in my head too.
And I say, because if I sit here and watch them watch YouTube videos all night, then I'm missing out on something that I could be doing, that's going to be beneficial in the long run. So, but again, it's all about the balance. Exactly. It's about balancing it out.
Because I do a very good job in balancing out my life. I thank God for my clients, but I work. They know I work my life and my career around my family, and God told me that.
What do you say?
Before I even had children, I said, do I work my business around my family or my family around me? He said, you have your child first. Mm.
Did he sound like Morgan Freeman?
No, he actually spoke through the Tognetti girls, Mr. Tognetti.
Ah, what's up to them?
Yeah, he actually, and I know when God is talking to me, and I was like, man, I wonder, should I have my baby first? I have my business first. And he looked me dead in my eyes. He said, you have your baby first. And I knew it was God when he said that. I said, okay, God. And ever since then, I took off my Saturdays, and I took off Saturdays before I even had a child. And I knew I was going to work my business around my children and Walter, and I've done that, and it's worked for me. It's worked for me. So I get a little frustrated when I see him not doing that, because I feel like well, I did it, but that's all that story.
Yeah, it's different, and everybody's different, and our business is different. Again, I'll say that again, and the way things operate. I think we've been doing a good job.
We're doing a good job. We've been doing a really good job.
And I think we've gotten better over the years. I mean, it was time.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, it was times what?
I mean, it wasn't. I didn't make the time to take the time. Like Snoop's on, you gotta make time. Whatever you say, make time, take time. I know, but I wasn't doing that, and so that's more of a conscious thing now. But what that does is it makes me focus more in on when I do have the time. Like, okay, I got to go ahead and get this done because I know I got to go home, in a little while. I need to go ahead and make sure I knock this out because I can't wait till tomorrow to do this. I need to do it today. So it kind of keeps me, disciplined and on track.
Because one thing we always like to stress on this podcast is Black love and Black marriage and it working. And so that's why we like to tell y'all how we like to work our things out.
Yeah, it's just how we do it.
But one thing we do too is that we work on ourselves a lot. Yeah. Like Walter will go to sleep listening to some book. Mm-hmm. I'm always listening to a podcast. I'm always listening to a book. Mm-hmm. I'm always trying to strengthen myself mentally.
You have to.
Yeah,
because it's just so much stuff on social media and news and just so many, and just even your friends and family, like they might have some things going on and they want to get you involved with it, and it just gets you thrown from your whole day or whatever you're trying to do. So you have to really be mentally strong. So
you got to be mentally strong. You got to be, and so I remember me and Walter had a disagreement not too long ago, and I was at the salon, he was at the studio, and so I was there by myself though. So I think I was there by myself, but I had a moment with Walter, and he was trying to tell me something. And sometimes Walter has a problem with telling me stuff, and then I kind of let him kill his whole dream. But the last time we had that moment, I had an epiphany. I was like, man, I said I even had to call him, and I told him, well, no, you think he called me? I don't know. Did you call me? I called you. But either way, we had a conversation after the disagreement, and I had to tell him, I said, babe, I said, I need to work on me more. Because,
I text you and then you call me.
Yes. Because you said you was going to work on it which I appreciate that.
Mm.
And then I had to tell him, I have to stop letting my trauma affect our conversation.
Yeah.
And that was, I felt like that was some growth.
Mm-hmm.
I
recorded you saying that.
Did you?
No.
But you know, I had to sit with myself for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I probably wasn't telling myself because I had to sit with myself for a second. I said, why do I do that? Right?
Every god.
No.
Damn time.
I do it a lot, but not every time. But at that moment, though, I had to check myself, and I said, I can't put my mess on him.
Right. Come on. We say that so long.
Because
I miss hope too.
But that's real though, y'all. Like y'all, I mean, just as couples, if you are with a person, if you are with a,
now. Come on.
Yeah, if
Come
you're
on, prophetess.
So, like, if you are with a person, right? If you have a partner, I feel like, I mean, even if you're not married, but you have a partner, you know, it's a partner in life, right? Like, you have to look at yourself and say, what am I doing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to learn that a long time ago with, like, I couldn't put everything on Walter. And the more and more we grow and the more and more responsibility you have and the more levels we're trying to get to, you got to look at yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, man, like, I still got some healing to do because I'm putting my mess on him.
Yeah. That's good. And I think that's just, again, that's a part of that growth. And, you know, like we talked about it. And I think that comes from when you're constantly, like I say, the mind is a muscle. Like when you're constantly feeding yourself positive things and just good thoughts and good ways to do things, and you know, you're affirming your things that you know believe and dream about, and just, you know, you meditate on, like all of those things. When you're doing those things, it affects how you interact with people, and it affects your life because you're building up that shield or that tolerance or that barrier, and
vice versa.
Right. And
if you let negativity in.
Right.
That's
Absolutely.
how you're reacting.
Right.
And I feel like, and I really, just looking back at it in hindsight, when I did you, when I reacted the way I reacted to you, I had kind of experienced some old trauma. And I feel like that sparks how I reacted, and so, but just the fact that I have grown enough to recognize it.
Oh yeah.
And say, okay, this ain't cool.
Right.
This ain't.
Because I ain't gonna lie, because I think I might have texted you like, I text, you know, and see, here I go all the time. I take the blame.
No, because
you
because what you said still made sense.
Right.
You said you got to do better, and I said I need to do better.
The first thing I said was, I know you mean well.
Exactly. Well,
Meaning that in that moment, meaning that I'm sorry. I'll take the blame for everything. But that's what it meant. I'm sorry, because in my mind, I know you're wrong.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
I was wrong in the way I reacted,
that's
but I was still trying to get a point across of that it needs to be more communication.
Exactly. And so I agree on that part, but my initial thing was what I said, you know, I know you mean well. And I know you mean well, but let's do it this way. So again, the point I'm making, I'm always the one to apologize. I think most men. Am I right?
Wait. Seriously, I feel like lately I have been owning my stuff.
Lately, yeah. I'm just saying lately, but I'm saying, but still, for the majority of the time, you know, I'm apologizing, you know, just to make it right and clear the air. So, but when you said what you said, I said I said my prayers are being answered. Oh, mercy. I said a little she said working.
She shit is working, honey. The she shit and yoke is working.
I said, all right, we getting somewhere.
Nah, but for real, y'all. I know that you have people that's been together for a long time, right? What was gonna be for us?
My mom asked me the other day. I was like,
shut up.
I know when we got married.
I know.
I know when we started dating. I just kind of lose track of the years as
okay,
they add up.
So I think I want to say it's 24.
Okay.
No, wait. Okay, wait. 98, and then 2008 is 20.
Okay. Let me get this calculator for you.
So 28 plus 29. Wait, 2008. Wait.
Look at you.
20. Wait. Where
what
are we?
Is it? We 2022. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
We started dating in 98.
2022 minus 1998, right? Bam. 24. You had it right.
Yeah, okay.
You had it right.
And then we've been married.
Shout out, that's what's that? That's the MCS.
Shut up.
That's the old MCS right there.
Then subtract 8.
16.
Okay, so we've been married. So we'll be married 16 years today because we're gonna drop this on the anniversary.
Yeah. Well, happy anniversary.
Oh, happy anniversary, babe. So I'm saying it to say, okay, you got a lot of people that's been together for 24 years that pretty much don't like each other. I mean, let's be real. They don't like each other. They're staying with each other for the kids, or just because they don't feel like they can get nothing else. But I'm proud to say that me and Walter grew up together and we evolved, and we're still evolving.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah, and so I guess I like to point that out because I want people to understand, especially other couples, whether they black couples or whatever, that you can evolve and you can grow with each other.
Yeah, I think
we are living witnesses of it,
and it's important because I think about couples that I know that have gone separate ways or just grow differently.
Some good couples,
and
we ain't gonna point them out.
They grow, and just grow different ways or want to do different things or whatever it is. But I think
what's out there? What's out there?
I don't know.
I'ma just say ain't nothing out there because from what I hear, ain't nothing out there. But hey,
okay,
go ahead.
But yeah, I think we've grown together and we've been able to grow, and I think we've given each other space to grow, and because if she was like honestly she could have been years ago I can't do this no more. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? And that goes back to the work, work and all of that and everything that comes with that and working for other, people and all of that, so it's just a lot of things where I feel like it could have went different, it could have gone different, but we hung in there and we've grown together and allowed each other space to grow, and I think we're in a even better space than we've been in a long time.
Oh yeah.
And I'm looking forward to what's coming along for us.
Yeah. I feel like what kept us together though is just the love. Yeah, I did. What a curl on her, you said. I feel like we just, we always share a love for each other, and that's definitely what keeps us. I don't know, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, the way the world going today, I can only thank God that I got Walter.
Likewise.
Yeah. It's a lot going on, and to have a partner, to be celebrating 26 years with somebody. Wait, was it 24? 24 years with somebody. Man, that's like we've been together longer than we've been here.
Yeah, been together. We've been together longer than we've been apart. Right.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to have a partner in life, and so. That's what we just want to stress sometimes in our podcast, that it can happen. Right. And we ain't no counselors, we no marriage counselors, because, baby, it could go left quick sometimes. But not just with me, with him too. Y'all think that this person here is just the nicest guy. But I know the real him. I know the real Walter. Either way.
The real
one. But yeah, so we just point it out since it's anniversary.
Okay, so let's wrap up on something light. Is this light?
I don't know. You know, I want to talk about the virtual reality world, you know, metaverse and all that. I want to talk about that because I want to get your opinion on it. I'm kind of like in my, you know, I'm kind of like, I'm like, I don't want anything to do with it. But, you know, it was just something that I thought we ain't got to talk about it. We can talk about something else.
So I feel like it's definitely going to be something, big, you know. A lot of people going to be interested and involved in it.
What was so interesting, I actually listened to a podcast, of course, you know, I love my podcast, Brilliant Idiots. And Charlemagne was saying that T.D. Jakes even mentioned it about, you know, we not paying attention. That, you know, with the Soviet Union and with Putin and China and all them, you know, they were talking about that, you know, World War III is not going to be bombs. It's going to be like technology, you know, and a lot of things that concerns me with technology is how people are so conditioned and controlled with technology. I still have loved ones that will not get we're going to talk about the vaccine, but I just got loved ones that have been conditioned by technology and what they see on social media. And I always look at like your algorithm. It's like, and it's just my opinion. Again, this is Beauty Beast Balance. This is my opinion. Y'all don't have to watch. But I just feel like you had to pay attention to what's popping up on your feed. If you got a lot of foolishness popping up on your feed, then you may want to question it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to see if you are one of the people that are being programmed. Because if you got people that think the Kennedy's gonna come back from the dead to run for president with Trump, then you have a problem. You got a lot of people that are like really believing the things that they are fed by the internet every single day. So to hear something like the metaverse, it's just like crazy to me. Like, it's like people would rather be in a computer in virtual reality than to actually physically touch someone.
That's exactly what it is.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's scary to me. Is it not scary to you?
I mean, I don't.
I just think about my kids. I just think about the kids.
I mean, yeah. I mean, but.
I mean, they say, I was listening to Bill Maher the other day, and they even said the sex has went down from like with 20-year-olds and stuff because everybody's so caught up in social media and the internet and this virtual world that they don't even touch each other.
I mean, I can believe
that's interesting.
I mean, it's like them. I'm sure you didn't see it, but it's a movie Ready Player One, and it's just like it's a whole. You know, it's humans, but it's like, of course, in the future, but everybody is.
Oh, I heard about that movie.
They just all in it's like the metaverse. They all in virtual reality, and you know, you can be. I mean, essentially, what it is social media come to life because people on social media don't all the time.
But it's so fake, though.
That's what I'm saying. Social media fake.
You can be whatever you want to be on
Instagram. You can be whatever you want to be on Instagram. You can be whatever you want to be.
I guess that's just sad.
But I'm saying, but that's the reality, and that's the world we in. And so something like this, to people that are all about that and being something that their life really isn't. This is amazing for them where they can go if they can go into the metaverse and just be in a whole different world.
It's just concerning to me though that you got people that can live a whole like separate life on just like the girl that jumped off the building, Miss what was it, Miss USA, Miss Mary, I can't remember, the black girl. If you looked at her social media, she was accomplished, she was an attorney, she was beautiful, and this girl went and jumped off a freaking 30-story building. I don't know, but it's like if you looked at her page, you would not think she was dealing with mental health issues.
Right,
and I think
exactly, because she's faking it or living. And I don't know the situation or any of her story, but on social media, she's putting out on social media.
But that's what's scary is that you see this, you have this perception of people on social media, but then really they're struggling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're struggling, they're unhappy, they're sick. Right.
And that's why that's all the more reason why people want to go run and jump in the metaverse because it's not the real reality.
I ain't jumping in no darn metaverse. I'm gonna tell y'all that.
Okay.
I'm too old for that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Metaverse can't do no darn hair. How about that?
Okay. You been waiting to say that one. I'm surprised you ain't got that response.
Look, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. One thing that I am not intimidated by is the freaking internet when it comes to my job, because a computer cannot do your hair.
That's where Mona get that from right there.
That's why girls extra.
Yep.
They are extra. All right, well, we didn't leave on. We want to leave on a happy note? That wasn't real happy. What we gonna leave on? It's our anniversary.
It's Valentine's Day.
And our anniversary's coming up. We're gonna toast. I ain't got nothing to drink left. Well, just tell them how much you love me. How about that?
I already told them. They know. I'm still here.
Well, y'all, this is what 24 years look like.
Looks good, I say.
Yeah.
Yep. Happy Valentine's. Happy anniversary.
Happy
podcast back.
Yes, y'all. Am I gonna say we're gonna be back in 2 weeks? Nope. I'm not gonna say it. We just gonna show y'all. We just kind of just. When we're consistent about what 3 months, then I'll say we'll see y'all back. I ain't gonna say nothing right now.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, cool.
I'm gonna just say hopefully we'll see you guys. And what we gonna do? First of all, how often we gonna do it? Every 2 weeks?
I don't know. We got to figure it out.
We just winging it today, y'all.
Yeah, we back. Because, I mean, you know, the people, like, I probably every day somebody say, like, when y'all doing the podcast, I like the podcast, or y'all still doing this, that, so. And every day, she's like, we need to do it. And so, here we are.
Well, I will say, y'all, since this is our anniversary, I just want to say I'm proud of this man. I'm proud that we're in his studio recording our podcast.
Yeah. I
love this man. And, you know, y'all just continue to rock with us.
Yeah. And he loves you too.
So, until next time, y'all. I don't even have a saying. I'll figure out what I'm going to say for the year. I don't know.
Okay, you're switching it up.
Yeah, I'm going to figure it out.
Okay.
But for now, you know, I wish everyone all love and blessings and growth and all the things. And we will see y'all next time.
Hair growth oil, right? That's
Oh, yeah, the hair growth oil is still available on the website, AllisonPerson.com. Yeah.
And all the links and everything will be on YouTube for sure.
Oh, yeah. All right.
All right.
Until next time.
Say you gon' be there.